Greetings commanders and welcome back to another Warpath video. In this video, we aren't getting enough of football events that are coming in from Warpath. I think these guys are doing a great job lately, and all these new events are actually pretty fun and they have a lot of rewards. By the way, if you haven't checked my video about Who's the Champ event, which is basically the betting one, I would highly recommend checking it out. I will put it as a card up here. In addition to that, there's gonna be a lot of new videos coming in the next period. So hey, if you are liking these videos, maybe throw us a like down there and consider subscribing to this channel. Thank you so much for that. Now, in this specific video, we are going to be talking about the new football events that were added, which are specifically opening ceremony and top squad, these two right over here. In addition to that, there's going to be a new base skin that is called Pitch Perfect, which is right this one over here, which is coming very soon to Percy's showroom teaser or trailer, whatever you want to call this event. And this event over here is actually, we've done a video about that, on how to play this event exactly. So if you want to know more information about that, you can check out that video to know exactly how you can play Percy's showroom and get this cool base skin. In addition to this base skin, there's going to be a lot of new skins that are coming in. So namely, these skins are going to be for ground attack effects, which is basically knuckleball kick, and of course the air attack effects. All these new skins are all presented in Percy's showroom, but here we're going to be talking about mainly opening ceremony and top squad. So without further ado, let's get right into that. Okay, so we're going to start off with opening ceremony. And opening ceremony is a very generic event. We already know this event has happened many times before. You have 5 days. Basically, in each day you will have specific missions, and you have 3 sections for each day. Once you complete these missions, you will be able to obtain the event items, which are basically footballs for this event. In addition to that, you will be able to obtain some really cool rewards, and mainly these Ore Force like refinement equipments or component materials, which are super amazing and really rare to actually find. So whenever you try to collect these, make sure that you're actually getting all of them, because they are extremely rare. In the next one, we're going to be talking about Top Squad, and Top Squad is the new event that actually landed on this game, and this event is a little bit different than the other ones that we have seen before. So we're going to be talking about how to actually play this event and how to use these cards that you see on this hand side, and what are the round rewards and how you can get the maximum rewards out of this event. So for starters, basically you draw, these are the event items, which are the footballs, as you can see over here. These are obtainable through multiple sources. One of the sources is special gifts, where you can actually obtain them from this this package over here. In addition to that, you can also obtain them from the daily packages, where you can also get the special activatable cards to play this event as well. These packages are actually highly recommended, and I do recommend buying them in bulk if you would like to also do that. But this one over here is also not that bad of a value, because you will get the maximum value when you are actually playing that event as well. Mixing it up with worthwhile returns, which are basically the events where when you buy 3,500 gold, you'll be getting additional rewards. This is definitely the best time to get those packages if you were to spend on and getting those football items for this event. However, there's also another way of doing that, which is basically killing Raven bunkers and actually acquiring them. And you can see that over here. As you can see, looting Raven bunkers will give you those rewards too. Now, there is a daily limit for these Raven bunkers, so make sure that you don't go over that limit. However, when you draw one of these, then there is going to be, as you can see, these are the percentages of you obtaining one of these items. So there's going to be a percentage of you landing on one of these squares, and consider this as a football team where you're trying to collect your best kind of team over here. So you have 3 main, let's say, sections. You have the strikers right in the middle, or right in the front over here. In the middle, you have the midfielders, I believe what they call them. Yeah, the midfielders. And then you have, of course, 4 defenders in the back end. So the way that this works is that you have less chance of actually getting a striker and more chance of getting defenders. So what you need to do in order to finish one round is to fill all these positions all together, meaning that you would need at least basically 10 draws in order to go from one round to another. But that's not as easy as that, because getting those 10 draws is not really that easy, because what you would need is actually more than that, because you can actually get the same position twice in a row which means that, for instance, if I unlock this position now, there's a chance that I will actually get this position once again in the next row. So that's why it's a little bit hard to go to the next round, and that's why these round rewards are actually pretty good. And as you can see, if you assemble 2 top squads, which means that you finish the whole thing 2 times, you'll be able to gain this cool football mind based decoration, and the maximum is going to be 10 squads, which will give you a refined component materials, which will immediately give you the next one. Now, there are 3 main cards over here. The first one is golden goal. Basically, your next draw has a 40% chance of being a striker, which is basically these 2 positions right up the front. They have amazing rewards, and of course, you can change those rewards. They are customizable. I chose this one, and from over here, I chose the components, even though the golden statues are actually more valuable. But to be fairly honest with you guys, I'm really messing wrenches right now, and so I need a lot of these in order to get my parts up. Or my parts mechanics system, sorry. So rapid fire is basically for your next 5 draws, you'll have a 50% chance of regaining your football being refunded to you, basically. So if we spend 1, we have 50% chance that this 1 football will be returned to us so that we can spend it again, which is a pretty cool one that I will be using right now as well. And you have perfect assist, so that means that your next draw is always going to be a place where you haven't felt. But you cannot use this card with golden gold card, because this will basically allow you to just immediately go for a striker, and that's not how it works in this event. So let's go ahead and do some spins. We have already 17 footballs, and we need way more than that. So we're going to be doing a rapid fire over here. We have used the card right now. So right now we have, as you can see, this is rapid fire. It's active for 5 rounds, and we're going to be using 5 rounds over here. So we're going to go ahead and use. So the first one landed on basically here. Second one, and we actually got it refunded, by the way. And that one was actually, I think, refunded. I think that's how it works. Let me see how much so we started at 17. Let's see how much we spent, and that's actually 2 times over here. So see, we landed 2 times on that one and 2 times on this one. I was actually very unlucky. We got refunded 3 times, which is not bad for a 50% chance, but we were very unlucky in terms of where it actually landed. So we're gonna go ahead and use another one of those rapid fire ones and draw 5 more times and see if we can actually get something done in this one. Here we got this one. That's pretty good. And for the first times that you're actually doing this event, I would highly recommend not going for the other 2 cards. So rapid fire, sorry, these 2 cards, the one in the golden one and the blue one, I wouldn't recommend going for them. But right now, we also refunded 3. That's pretty good. So right now, as you can see over here, what I have is these 2, and then there's also the strikers. So what I'm going to do now, because we have a very high chance of actually getting a striker, I'm going to be using a golden goal, and I'm going to be actually going for 1 draw. See if I can actually land on these ones. And I did land on these ones, which is pretty good. We landed on a striker. We got the striker over here. So there's another striker over here, but what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna be using that one. I'm gonna be using actually perfect assist, and I'm gonna try to land on one of these, because perfect assist is gonna give me the chance to do that. But before I use actually perfect assist, I'm gonna be drawing 1 more just for the luck. See if I can land something over here. I did not. Okay, so I just want to land one of these bowls somewhere to the ones that I haven't actually yet unlocked, and I hope that works. Okay, we've got a striker, but it's the other striker. But those Air Force components are definitely something that I do highly require, so I will take that with a happy heart. But we're running out of footballs. Oh, it's almost landed on a striker over there. That is just very unfortunate. So let's go ahead and see if we can land it somewhere new, and we are not able to do that so far. Come on, 1 more. That's pretty good. That's exactly what I needed. So I have 2 empty slots right now, and if I use perfect assist, what will happen is that it will land on one of these. So we're gonna use that right now, and it's gonna always land on one of these. It's either one. So first of all, we're gonna be landing on this one. Okay, there we go. And then another perfect assist for that one, just to ensure that we finish the round and we go to the next round, because I really want to go to the next round and just land it over there. There we go. That's the first top squad done. And now we have resetted the rewards, and we can choose more rewards as well. I'm gonna be actually choosing the same rewards that I did before. And as you can see, we've already collected those from here. So this is basically the second top squad right now. I'll see if we're lucky enough to actually get a first slot over here, immediately a striker. and we weren't lucky enough. So these cards don't usually work, and this one over here specifically is a bit tricky. I do like Perfect Assist a lot, and I do like Rapid Fire a lot. Those bring you a lot of value, especially Perfect Assist if you're looking to go through rounds. But in terms of the rest of the rewards, they weren't really, like, I wasn't really super lucky with those. Let's go ahead and skip the last one. And it didn't even skip it, it just went for it. And yeah, so that's basically how unlucky I was. There's also this thing over here. I'm not quite sure exactly what this means, to be fairly honest. There's literally no description about this, like when you switch between the percentages and the... I think these mean that this is like a 3-tier rewards. I think this is what it meant. But you guys can tell me if you know exactly what are those in the comments. But I hope you guys did like this event. I think it's a fun event. This is basically, by the way, I've only spent like $5 on this event, nothing too crazy, but it's a super fun event and you can gain a lot of good rewards from it for sure. Hey, if you did like this event, maybe throw us a like down there and leave me in the comments below if you know anything about those stars and what they actually mean, because I haven't found any description on this event for them, so I'm just expecting that they are just there for the tiers of the rewards. I hope you guys did like this video, and we will definitely see you on the next video. Bye bye.